Hey everyone, today we are back in the custom pack, but it is wild customs. So I was trying to do a lot of normal custom packs lately, and then was trying to do a couple, I don't know, you can call them challenges or you can call them just kind of doing a certain pivot style, and I figured why not go wild with it. I was really struggling in normal custom packs, and let me tell you, the wild packs was a breath of fresh air. I don't know if it was necessarily easier, but just not having the restriction on building the pack maybe gave me a couple more pets in the pack that gave me the ability to get success. So here we go with the main run. This is in the wild pack. Some of the bonus clips, we're going to have a lot of like short rapid fire battles and stuff in the bonus clips. Some of those are going to be from the wild pack, some of them not. Most of the ones that are not from the wild pack are probably going to be the losses, and then the wins are probably from the wild pack. I don't know if I'm going to be able to tell when we're watching those clips which ones are wild or not, but I wanted to make sure this main run was from the wild pack. And of course it was, because like I said, I was struggling in normal customs. I have been for a while, and I think this is a reminder of changing or maybe opening my eyes to new ways, different ways of playing, changing the way that I normally play. So how do I normally play? Well, if you watch me a lot, you know that I love scaling and I love investing into the future, let's say. So basically what I like doing with these low tier pets is getting stuff that I'm going to be able to use on a higher tier pet. So maybe a tier 4 or tier 5 pet is what I'm looking to invest in. In this case, I have a level 2 frog. Going to be looking to frog swap. Got the lasagna cooking. It's just permanent scaling, permanent stats. Gonna try to get this level up on the dolphin going. And yeah, anytime I'm using food or previously pilling beta fishes, stuff like that to get the permanent stats, now the beta fish is temporary stats. Basically, I don't want to waste it. I feel like if I sell that pet later, I waste it, and I feel like I've just been hyper fixated on that for so long. It's hard to break the barriers. So, what I'm proud of on these runs, especially the runs in the wild pack, I didn't start doing this till I went wild, is basically a pet, a low tier pet that's carrying me the whole game. Don't be afraid to sell it off once you get your synergy cooking with the higher tier pets. So, let's get into the synergy. What are we trying to do today? I'm sure you saw it in the title and the thumbnail. I haven't talked about it at all. It's all about the Black Rhino. The Black Rhino is a new Danger Pack Tier 6 pet. It needs 8 enemy attacks, and then it will send out a 30 damage snipe. It'll snipe 1 enemy at Tier 1, 2, and 3 at Tier 2 and 3 respectively. So you need a lot of attacks, or you need to bait a lot of attacks. So how do you do that? Well, you can have big units that have really good protective equipment and really good support. So I'm thinking like Nurikabe with Melon with a crane behind it, right? And a Margosaurus, the big unit go smash concept. Well, the other one is the summon units, right? You just get a bunch of summon units on your team, the summon spam. Let's see, if you have 5 slots on your board, you know, you get a summon unit in the front. Then the second position, you get a summon unit that's going to fill those 2 slots. Third position, you get something like a wolf, going to fill 3 slots. Fourth position, you got a slime you've been cooking. It's going to get four smaller slimes out there. You can get a good amount of summons, right? You can get 10, 12, 15 summons. But what I've been trying to do, actually right before the Danger Pack update, was something, a kind of a special challenge that Sneaky Brusk gave me. My buddy Sneaky Brusk, he gave me the summon challenge. So basically the goal is to get as many summons as you can in one battle. So it's all about not flinging pets, just getting summons and utilizing them. So I went through many iterations of this in normal customs, wild customs, and what I settled on and what I ultimately think is best is Eagle Mushroom, Orca Mushroom spam. With the Eagle Mushroom and the Orca Mushroom, you can not only design your tier 6s around the Eagle, you can also just get the never-ending cycle of like the summon and faint pets from the Orca. So I have clips. I didn't want to include any with this because I want to try to wait till I get that challenge complete. I have battles where I have 20 plus summons. The run just didn't work out. I think 20 is the number. If you can win a battle where you get 20 plus summons, I think that is a good achievement. It's proven rather difficult for me. I've won a couple battles with 20 plus summons. I haven't won the game. So on that note, we don't have any eagles or orcas, but one finally shows up in the shop on turn 9. We held this frog, and I just finally decide to get off it. It's just a big weight off your... Oh no, we don't get off it. We sell the crow instead. Never mind. As I buy the eagle, I'm holding out to frog swap the dolphin onto a tier 4, I guess. I'm assuming that I probably skipped over a bunch of tier 4s. Yeah, we're almost certainly going to get rid of this frog now, right? Yeah, there we go. Big weight off the shoulders there. And we have the dolphin left. But we have amalgamation, level 2 eagle, orca. It's only turn 9. So we kind of went from not really having much of a summon team to feeling pretty good now. So the whole goal with eagle and orca is eagle you want to get to level 2 or 3, orca you want to get to at least level 2. I guess eagle level 2 is fine. It's not really a big reason to get eagle level 3. You're going to see I have stuff like lionfish, warthog in there. That's simply because there's just not enough like summon units, so I just kind of put the next best. I was like, hey, if we get a lionfish and a mammoth or a warthog in front of it, that'd be good. Help us out in the battle. So yeah, you basically just want the levels and you want to get the summons. So I was using this sneaky brusk summon like challenge concept that I've been working on, which is very simple in the end, right? It's just buy a bunch of eagles, buy a bunch of orcas, eventually get some mushrooms, maybe go like a beluga saber-tooth or a beluga slug in the first slot. That's the reason I have the beluga all set up here. I think it already has a slug in it as well. And just hope you get the RNG. It's as simple as that. And we actually get another orca there and skip on the black rhino. Turn 11, we see the black rhino. It's what we want to get. But I think at 6 trophies and 4 hearts on this run, I was just kind of feeling like maybe it's a sneaky brusk challenge run and we don't need the black rhino, because if you go the black rhino, it kind of defeats the purpose of the sneaky brusk challenge of getting as many summons as possible in one battle. If you're sniping the enemy team, they're not trading with your units, and most likely you're not going to be able to see all your summons, especially if you do get the 20 plus summon like domino effect happening. You're gonna have to make sure the other team's pretty strong. And what I figured, or like what I found, is that as we sell the dolphin, there it is, we sold our highest statted pet that's been carrying us the whole game. It feels good. And yeah, you just bring in a super strong unit instead. I figure we have 1 mushroom, level 2 orca, got the beluga slug, and yeah, look, it's not even close. We would have gotten to the 8 more attacks, so we would have gotten a second trigger there. Getting 2 triggers with the black rhino I think is pretty good. You cannot bank on it. I'd say only bank on 1 trigger if you're running black rhino. But if you can work a team up to where it has potential for 2 triggers, then you could probably out-trade like similar teams where you're really thriving. But when you run into stuff like this, the old elephant blowfish, I mean, how many times have we seen it? It's very effective still. And what was that? A yellow boxfish? Yeah, of course I did it. If you've never seen me do these kind of orca eagle spams, or just any other kind of like random fun little silly challenge, I throw yellow boxfish in when I can, especially when I know it's going to make a presence and potentially help me greatly, or potentially destroy the run. So we get sniped. It's unfortunate. It's like the one thing that really, really counters us. Fortunately, our black rhino doesn't get sniped. So at level 2, we get the 2 30 damage snipes that go out. And they're amazing. They're simply amazing. They're simply the best. And yeah, we switched the order finally. Let's get the beluga slug in the front. 2 level 2 orcas feels real good. Would like to have a mushroom on one, and that's probably what I was hard rolling for. I'm surprised I'm even freezing the chocolate at this point, but once you commit to the Black Rhino, you might as well just go for level 3. And let's see, this is a very high statted team. The only problem is the eggplants. So they messed up our order there. We were at 6 out of 8 attacks on the Black Rhino for our second trigger. Very close. If we were able to get a second trigger on that team, would have beaten them. And the only reason we didn't is because we got eggplanted. So touche to them. But yeah, it shows the punching power of the team, and it feels really good when, you know, it's a very simple team concept, right? Like I said, it's just buy a bunch of eagles and orcas. You can get a beluga if you want for the front, or you can just put like a lonely eagle in the front, or just put whatever in the front, like an Easter egg or something. And yeah, just level up your Black Rhino, eventually give it some protective equipment or something, or just give it a mushroom maybe. And yeah, I think we got 2 triggers there. Oh man, I was supposed to pay attention to that battle. I think we got 2 triggers though. In comes the mushroom on the orca. Like I said, the bonus clips that are going to come up, it's going to be a lot of battles and a lot of just what I think is really cool clips. I had a lot of fun with this. Once you get this set up, yeah, it's fun. And you can tell right away by the matchups whether it's going to be great or terrible. And wait, what is this? It's Panther Mushroom and Seagull Tomato. Oh, look at this. Get tomatoed. Oh my gosh, we got tomatoed so hard. But the stats from the Eagles. Oh, geez. That was crazy. So that was pretty cool. The battle before, like I said, I didn't pay attention, but we got the 2 triggers, and then running into that was amazing. So check this out. Black Rhino versus Vulture. 2 very similar team concepts. Of course, we're going Eagle Orca instead of the fly, the flea, the fly that you usually see. And we get the draw against them. If you noticed, we don't have a lot of equipment in general. Only have a mushroom on the level 3 Eagle. They had potatoes, I believe plural. I know they at least had 1 potato on that Vulture. And, ooh, we decided to throw the pizza, get a little gamble. Oh, I believe we had nothing in that orca then. Or if we did have something, it was not as good as the orca. Beluga, did I call the beluga an orca? And look at this. Is this the same exact team? And oh, they have a level 2 orca with mushroom and a stork with mushroom. And oh gosh. I think our first trigger hit something wasn't that great. And that was a yellow boxfish, wasn't it? And so the run dies out because of the yellow boxfish, because they had a potato. Oh, and look, this is a separate run. I'm going the same dolphin concept in this one. So 8 trophies, 2 hearts, turn 13. I still have my dolphin, and we get revenge on the Vulture. So let's see what we decide to do. Do we decide to get rid of the dolphin? I'm guessing so because we have blobfish and pill. Now I wanted to point out the reason the main run was the main run mainly is because I really like having summon teams where you don't use Turkey or Amalgamation or Spinosaurus necessarily. Like you don't use the stat buffers, the summon stat buffers with like a summon spam team. I mean, I feel like that's very popular, especially in Turtle Pack, right? You see it all the time because that's where Turkey is the most prevalent. But what I wanted to do is try to use Turkey or Amalgamation to pivot the team, and then hopefully I could pivot off Turkey Amalgamation. But yeah, I had plenty of runs where I felt like I had to keep it. You see the mushroom on the Turkey because yeah, we were running into a lot of leopards, and it was just pretty devastating. A Brahma chicken? Could we get a Brahma chicken activation on our Black Rhino? No. 7 out of 8 because of the snipes. Snipes are so devastating to this team setup because we don't get that enemy attack. It doesn't count as an enemy attack, so it just shortens the battle, shortens the amount of overall attacks on both sides, and it's just not what we want, especially with the level 3 Black Rhino here. You want to make sure you get, obviously, at least 8 attacks, but 16 attacks is what you want. If you think to what I was saying about the challenge before, where if you get 20 plus summons in a battle, that's like a really good. Well, if you get 20 summons, and there's 4 units in front of the Black Rhino, that'll be 3 triggers, which would be insane. So look at this. This is a huge team here. Absolutely huge. Bird of Paradise, Manta Ray, Hammerhead Shark. And yeah, the Turkey level 3 Black Rhino gets it done easy. And look at that. That was my achievement run. That's funny. I was like, why is this running in so quickly? Yep, there it is. So many concepts I was going to try to get my team there. So here you're going to see instead of the Dolphin, I went with Leech. So I went with Camel Leech for a long time. And obviously I'm just looking to do something with this Leech now. And then instead of the Turkey that you just saw in the previous bonus clip, we have the Amalgamation. And again, and decide to roll to Greed for the Amalgamation level up. We get it. So then I bring the Eagle in. Warthog wouldn't be bad to bring in at this point, right? And only a level 1 Black Rhino on turn 13 and decide to commit the Lemon to it. So pretty interesting, pretty underwhelming team here, I'd say. Especially considering the Amalgamation is only going to have one more trigger. Yeah, I don't know. Face a shop scaling team. Oh, that boar. That boar is very scary. And I believe it's going to be one of my next custom pack videos. My whole team basically got soloed by a boar. I know it's happened to pretty much anybody that's played this game before, but it hasn't happened to me in a while. At least to the extent of this battle, when I was very hopeful, and then you just get all your dreams crushed in one moment. So yeah, it was a fun ride, fun reflection after on like what could I have done. It's like nothing, just get bored. BOARE apostrophe D. I don't know. So here you go. 9 trophies, 4 hearts. We face 9 trophies, 1 heart. Kind of an interesting matchmaking. And the team is absolutely huge. It's a 4-squad CN enemy. It's one of the most dangerous things, but we power through it kind of easily. So when you run this like summon spam Black Rhino, yeah, very effective against big stats, which is exactly what I'm looking for, right? Usually I run the big stat team, so it's like, come on, we gotta change things up a bit. So that was a really quick battle I showed previously there, but the reason is we want to get to this other concept I was running in normal custom packs before I went wild with the Black Rhino, and that is utilizing the attack reduction pets. So you're going to see I just got the Humphead Rast to level 3 in the front there. It's a tier 4 that's exactly like the Skunk, but instead of attack, or instead of health that it reduces from the highest health enemy, it's going to reduce attack from the highest attack enemy. And then we're going to have the, I believe I'm going to say this wrong, the Bongai Cardinal Fish. It's in the middle. It's level 3, 1116 stat line. It's going to reduce the attack of everybody. So check this out. Reduce attack of Behemoth. Reduce attack of everybody. Their Geometric Tortoise is still at 21 attack, but everything else on their team got reduced to 5 attack, including everything on our team except for our Humphead Rast. So you see, we're just farming up. We're just farming up our triggers for our Black Rhino. And it looks so promising right now. And then the Geometric Tortoise starts hitting. But we're fine. What an amazing battle. I was running into a lot of these Geometric Tortoises, and then we run into a snipe team. We even had level 2 Armadillo, and when you get sniped like that, and then your Armadillo goes off after, when you only have like a couple units left, and you give the HP to their whole team, it doesn't matter what's left on your team. You're pretty much doomed. So quite unfortunate. Let's see what we get for the final battle here. It is a huge team, but they don't have a lot of abilities, only equipment. The only problem is our big guy up front that we were kind of banking on doing some work after our reductions gets one shot by a peanut butter. Let's see if we get the Black Rhino triggers. Here it is. 2 fat snipes. But they're just not effective enough, and especially when you see this owl has 14 attack still, even though we get that attack off still, there's just no way. So really cool concept of using these attack and health reduction pets, and I wanted to make sure I put plenty of these clips in here because I think there's so many different ways you can utilize these pets, specifically the Bongai Cardinal Fish, the Armadillo, the Humphead Wrasse, right? The attack reduction pets, and then give health out pets. And it doesn't have to be the Armadillo. Armadillo is kind of like the cheap version of just scaling your own team with health. I much preferred going something like Moose and scaling only the health on your team, so you don't give all this health to the enemy team. Because yeah, you start running into stuff like the Rhino Tiger, and oh, wait a minute, we got through the Rhino Tiger. Is this a promising run? Level 3 Armadillo, but only level 1.5 Cardinal Fish. Decide to put a chili on the Anteater, meaning we're keeping it, which kind of makes sense. I mean, it's going to give us the 2 ants. Don't really have time for anything else. And check this out. A geometric tortoise with weakness that's getting hit by their elephant for 12 damage. Is that right? No, 4 damage each time. It does 12 damage for 1 elephant hit. And yeah, it's pretty devastating. We get through that, and then they have a blowfish behind it, so just in case they kill their guy, just like their geometric tortoise, like what just happened there. And you know what? We're actually able to power through the team. So it feels really, really good. I was really hoping to get one of these concepts completed where I can get like 3 triggers off the Black Rhino, because I think this has a better chance of getting 3 triggers off than the summon spam that I did in the main run in those first bonus clips, simply because once the first or second trigger from the Black Rhino goes out, there's not going to be much left to trade with your summons after that. So if you have a bunch of low attack, high health units, then there's still going to be stuff left over to trade. And what do you know? It's more Rhino Tiger that we run into. And it has 13 attack where Humphead Wrasse only has 6. Pretty devastating. I think the level up on the Humphead Wrasse actually hurt us in the end. But I think we're doomed no matter what facing a team like this, because you see their Tiger and their Owl both had good stats because they have a level 3 bop. So what are you going to do in the end? We do get the snipe off, and we get to get through the Rhino. But yeah, unfortunately, Rhino beats Black Rhino. So if you hung around this long, we're going to ride off into the sunset. Going to show this final bonus clip. Yeah, showing a good win with the pets that I've just been talking about. So if you hung around this long, I really do appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. As always, have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.
Sleep, yeah. Only miss you when I'm breathing in too deep, yeah. Am I just your little secret? I didn't hear the sirens. I didn't wanna see the warning signs, and now I pay the price, yeah. Oh, I should've known. It hits me like a tidal wave every time you say my name. It hits me like a tidal wave. It hits me like a tidal wave. A tidal wave. Tidal wave. Tidal wave. Tidal wave. Patient on the shoreline. Now you're leaving, but I know you got your reasons too. I didn't hear the sirens. I didn't wanna see the warning signs, and now I pay the price, yeah. Oh, I should've known. It hits me like a